guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Catherine. I am back with another book related video, and as always, please like and subscribe to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about The Vanishing Season by Dot Hutchinson. And this one, I have very mixed feelings on. It's not that I didn't like the book, I loved the book, but this one takes place, I want to say 2 years after the Summer Children. And this one has to do with Eliza Starling, and she was in Roses of May and the Summer Children, and it takes her and Edison, and it has to do with a missing child named Brooklyn Mercer, who was abducted on walking back from school. And this one hits very close to home for Brian Edison, just because his sister went missing the exact same way, and this case is very difficult for him. And also Eliza, she looks a lot like the missing child. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and so she is basically forced into staying into the office and looking up the parents, trying to rolling out grandparents, just little things. And they figure out eventually that the person who was investigating Brian's sister missing comes in and basically says that there are more victims. And there is a total of 17 victims, and his sister being one of them. So they basically have to move him off the case because it is a conflict of interest. And so Eliza is really wanting to do this for Brian, to give him closure and to figure out if there's any merit to this, because she doesn't know. She in her bones feels like there is, but until she knows for sure, she doesn't really want to talk a lot about it with him, just because it opens a lot of old wounds and a lot of memories he just kind of just wants to forget. And it's all around the same timeline. This one, I think all of the books take place on Halloween. So these are actually a really good series to read during Halloween. And I really enjoyed this book. And it also talks about a little bit of Eliza's past and why things didn't turn out the way it was supposed to for her. And she was supposed to be married. I think it talks about in the Summer Children she was supposed to be married, but it didn't work out. And she ended up moving to be on this team. What else? And this book ends on a very high note and a very sad one as well. Like, this book had me in tears just because I wanted so much for him to have a happy ending with his sister, and it turned out to be something very different. And that's all I'm gonna say basically on the ending. After finished reading the book, I read some of the reviews, and a lot of them were saying boring, not very interesting, just, and it was a mixture of things. With any book, it's always like that. But they were all saying that this was going to be the last book in this series, and I've read through the back kind of a lot, and I've also read the final chapter a lot, and it kind of gives you, like, I think 3 years later, and what happens and like where everyone is. It basically kind of just focuses on Eliza and Brandon and where they are and how they're doing after time. I kind of hope this is not the last book in the series. I really want her to write another one just because I love this series so much and I love these characters. So I'm hoping she writes another one, maybe if it's not with the same characters, or maybe kind of like a new series, but kind of like with different characters. That would be fine. So I'm kind of hoping she writes another book to this. I'm praying she does. But yeah, this book was good. This one was 5 out of 5 stars. And since I've read all 3 of these books, I'm gonna rate this series in all, including the Butterfly Garden. So this series for me was amazing, and I liked it so much. For me, this series was a little different because it does have. I've read things like with like the FBI with like profilers and things like that, but with this group, they're not profilers. They are crimes against children, and I kind of loved how these books handle a lot of these subjects. And I just love the writing, the character development, the backstories, all of it, and how she balanced the darkness with like the lightness and some of the humor. So I would have to give all 3 of these books, or the series even, a 5 out of 5 stars. And I know people are going to be like, oh, these books weren't that great. Well, for me, I really enjoyed them. And a lot of people will be like, you know, it wasn't my thing. And that we can say that about any book. Like books that I don't like, people love. So, I mean, it really has to do with your preference. If you like kind of like the dark and the gritty side, or if you're more very tame, it just depends on everyone's taste. But I really enjoyed the series, and it's probably a series I will want to read again. I just loved it so much. Um, yeah, and this, I mean, I could not ask for more in these books. These books were amazing. So I was really happy that I was able to read them. The only little thing I kind of wished is I put them on my October TBR because I've these books I've been dying to read since I bought them. So, but I'm kind of glad I finally got to read them, and I love them a lot. So, as always, you guys, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna be posting Mondays and Wednesdays. So, and I'm gonna try and keep to that schedule. So hopefully it works out. I'm gonna try and come up with more videos to put in between what I'm reading and just different ideas. If you guys have any ideas for me, put them in the comment down below, and I would really love to see some of these ideas. And as always, please like and subscribe to my channel, and have a safe and happy day. Bye.